Okay, guys, so higher time frame, you saw that we made this impulsive move down, but then we started changing market structure on the 4 hour, and this was the low on this monthly level, and we started climbing from here on a bullish market structure. So this was a local uptrend, but now the context is that we might make another lower low. So this is the high, this is the low, this is a lower high potentially, and we might see another leg down because we just saw here that we took this liquidity and we started changing market structure. So right now we might put in the last lower high or the first lower high before we change market structure or we confirm market structure to the downside. So this level is going to be the 0.5 of the previous day session. So yeah, we kind of front run it, and if this is not going to be the high, then I envision either rejecting somewhere around here, or we're just going to make another higher high. So at this moment, we might see the move down happen. I'm not sure if the move down happened right now as we open New York Open, because we front ran the previous day equilibrium and we saw a move down. So at this point, looking on a lower time frame, we might just see the move start now, or we might see a push higher. But at this point, I'm looking for a short here on the previous day equilibrium. After we sweep the overnight high, we're going to test the previous day equilibrium. And that would mean that we're going to hit it at the same time as ES is hitting previous day very high, because you can see that ES is a bit leading right now. So we might reject here on ES. This would be the lower high pivot, the previous day very high. And then on NQ, it would be the previous day equilibrium. And yeah, if that's the daily plan, this is a scalp trade that has the potential to turn into a day trade. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this trade if we're going to get it. If not, I'm going to keep looking for scalps in between. So at the moment, I don't see any trade that I would want to take. Maybe if we're going to take the overnight high here on ES and we're going to reject from New York Open, that might be a potential trade that's going to happen pretty soon, I think. So let's see how that plays out. And yeah, another look of the things I was saying. So we took this liquidity here. So if we're going to change market structure now and see another lower low at this point, this is the best area on the chart, this green box that we could envision as a pivot. And as well on NQ, it would be this previous day equilibrium level. So let's see if we're going to see the continuation lower or we're just going to push higher. So right now we're backtesting the New York VWAP. ES is also backtesting some buying imbalances and the previous day equilibrium. But we're also at a point of control. So these trades tend to be 50-50. But if we're going to see a reaction here on Delta, which we might see, let's see how this 1 minute candle closes, because we saw an initial 60 positive Delta come in, but now it's just being sold back. And yeah, that's why it's important to wait for a confirmation, because this Delta might be misleading in some situations. You might see some bullish momentum coming in, but by the time the candle closes, you're closing the 1 minute candle below the New York VWAP, and yeah, the trade is not validated. So ES is pushing lower. It's just backtesting the New York VWAP here in confluence with previous day equilibrium and buying imbalances. And as you see, NQ pushed lower towards the VWAP, and I think we're just going to see lower from this point. We rejected from the 24 EMA here, but we bounced from VWAP, so I wasn't confident enough to take this short trade, because in my opinion, we're not trending yet, and the VWAP is a stronger level than the 24 EMA in this market environment, because we're not trending yet. So you can see this is a nice 1 minute candle close, 100 positive Delta stepped in and closed the candle. Here we have a nice long wick here, and in the new 1 minute candle, we're still seeing some buying pressure. You can see here on the Delta chart, even though we saw some initial buying pressure, negative selling came in, and yeah, it's just pushing price lower. So this is a tough area in the chart to take a trade from at this point. You have to be very aggressive and initiative, so I don't plan on doing that, so I'm just going to wait. So we're going to hit the New York Open sooner than ES is going to sweep the overnight high. So we might see a rejection here on ES on the selling imbalances, but I'm not sure this is the highest probability trade yet. We can see that the delta is significant here into this level, 300 positive delta and growing, only 5 seconds until the candle closes. This might be an interesting trade here. Let's see if I'm going to risk it. Okay. Yeah, the first backtest of New York Open tends to give a nice reaction. My TP is front running the cross between the 8 and the 24, but I think I'm just going to get stopped in this trade. The reaction is not coming as soon as I wanted, but yeah, let's just wait and see. Delta is pushing lower, but I think we're getting absorbed here. You can see that the negative delta is growing, but we're not going down. We need to see a bit more selling than this to hit YTP. Just gonna place the stop lower because I don't like this trade. Yeah, if we are to move down, I want to see the move happen now. ES is pushing lower, but NQ is not. So I think I'm just gonna get stopped in this trade.
Order cancelled.
So I entered 20 ticks from the New York Open level. Had I set a limit order, I could have just called the initial reaction, which I think was, 40 ticks. But I didn't want to preset a limit order. I'm just going to get out. No, that's it. This played out. It took a bit longer than anticipated. I thought I'm going to get stopped out, but yeah, I didn't. And that worked out. Yeah, so you can see the Rithmic on screen now. It wasn't open. I'm not sure why. Okay, yeah, because I moved my TP further up to front run the ATMA, so that's why I just made $140 in this trade. But yeah, New York Open trade worked out. We do see a reaction there. We did not get the confluence I was looking for on the ES, but still it was a good scalp trade. So 1 minute close right on the New York VWAP. If I was to be aggressive in this trade, I would have been in profit at this point, but I'm not too sure about the market at this point, because if we're looking at a 5-minute chart on the ES, we're just like consolidating in this POC zone and the levels are right on top of each other. New York VWAP, previous day equilibrium. It's a lot going on at this area in the chart. And yeah, on the ES, we just rejected from the New York Open and we came back down, tested the New York VWAP and the point of control of the day. And you can see that the trade is currently playing out. We got a nice reaction from the New York VWAP. But yeah, it's just that trading environment which does not give me a lot of confidence to just be that aggressive, because ES is not choosing a direction to go into. It's just consolidating in this tight opening range. Yeah, in 6 minutes, the A session on the TPO is going to come to an end, and we're going to have some news, some data release. So let's check that. Yeah, Fed Chair Powell speaks and new home sales in 5 minutes and 36 seconds. And yeah, let's see if that's going to bring some volatility. You can see now that this was actually a good place in the chart where we could have taken a trade, but the delta wasn't so convincing. You can see here that the 1 minute candle was with a lot of negative delta. We didn't see no buyback, and we did see some selling delta in the new 1 minute open. So you would have had to just assume a bounce here. So yeah, I'm sure Move took this trade though. Another backtest of New York Open, but I'm not too keen on ping-ponging in between these levels. As Severin says, usually we only want to trade the first touch of a naked level, and that was the naked New York Open level. And yeah, you see why right now we're pushing through it. Still interested in this area, previous day Q and the sweep of the overnight high. I could have let this trade run more, but yeah, at the way the market was behaving, seeing not that much of negative delta, I wasn't too confident that we're going to go much lower. And yeah, profits are profits. So you can see we're just like getting a lot of mixed signals. So you can see here the volatility due to the fact that Jerome Powell is speaking. It's not that high of a volatility, but yeah, we're seeing price start to pick up in volatility, bigger candles. And yeah, we're just ping-ponging between these levels, but we didn't get a 1 minute candle confirmation. We just swept the highs, and then we saw the move down. So right now, yeah, one might be tempted to take the long, but this is an impulsive 1 minute candle, and I just don't want to get in the way of momentum here. But yeah, look at this trade is playing out. That's not a problem. I purposely am being more selective with my trades. I'm not trying to rush in any way to make money or to lose money, because when you rush, it's just getting closer, or yeah, getting closer to lose money. Yeah, we're just ping-ponging in between these levels. You can see here on delta on the footprint chart, still we had a lot of negative delta and no buyback in the next 1 minute candle. And we actually opened the 1 minute candle with a lot of selling pressure. So yeah, and you can see the volatility start to pick up right now. It's 15 seconds before the news event. Let's get ready for the news event and let's see what that brings us. So right now we swept that level. Only up, we're going up. ES did not see any slowdown at the previous day value high. We can see here on the 5 minute. Actually, this New York view up trade was a little bit of a telltale sign, because 1 minute prior to news events, we tend to see a positive delta injection in anticipation to the news. And either way, even if the news go unpredicted or exactly as predicted, yeah, we tend to see a move up first and then the wicks. So yeah, that's something that you should keep an eye out for. But we're just going higher and higher and higher at this point. So we hit the naked weekly point of control. Let's see if we're going to blast through it or just see some slow down here. Look at this 5 minute candle. That's strong, man. Yeah, so apparently Rivalry longed this bulldog pattern that you're seeing on the chart. First leg, second leg, the neck. You can see here the head and backtest and claim of the New York view up. And yeah, he claimed here, so that's another confluence for this long trade here. Yeah, I didn't catch that in the moment. I wasn't even thinking about the bulldog pattern. Thinking of longing the ATMA here, because we claimed the CVD line And ES is also strong at the moment. And if we backtest the ATMA while we hit the buying imbalances here on the ES and the previous day open level, that might just give us enough pressure to move higher. Let's look at Delta. So Delta is pretty weak into the level. We breached the level on big negative Delta, and we're just going lower and lower and lower. And ES is backtesting the previous day value area high at this point. So, and we just backtested the previous day equilibrium, the overnight high, and the 24 EMA. This might be an interesting area for a long. We're just going lower and lower. Let's see where this and how this 1 minute candle closes. Yeah, it's going in for a long. $200, pretty quick. I like the delta reaction. You see here that we had 300 minus negative delta, and we started chipping away pretty fast as soon as we hit this level of confluence here. The positive delta started coming in, and right now we're from negative 300 delta, we closed the candle at 62 positive delta. So yeah, it was a really good reaction, a quick reaction. Hope you saw what I saw. I could have entered a bit lower and placed my stop a bit higher, but that would have been a bit more aggressive for my liking. But yeah, even so, this was a $200 win for the day. Right now, we're just seeing bullish delta continuously, but this would be a FOMO long. It's based on no level. My validation would be 200 ticks away. So yeah, there's no point in me longing here. Even though had I not been recording this live commentary, I would have been tempted to long this area on the chart. So you can see it playing out right now, but that's no problem because this is not a trade worth taking because we didn't have invalidation. And yesterday we took 7 trades and 3 of them were just plain inappropriate. So I don't want to make the same mistakes day after day. So it's better that I just wait at this point. Yeah, 66 would have been another $200 quickly. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so here is Rivalry sharing his bulldog pattern. As you can see, this is the bulldog pattern he's talking about and the claim of the CVD line on this candle. So a long here would have been appropriate based on what our coach is telling us. And you can see his money here as well. A little shout out. So Green Mayo took it. Well done, bro. Yeah, let's see here because I think Moof had some nice trades. He took the short here on NQ, but it is at 506. And he took another short here at 19647. So yeah, he took a short here again and brought price lower. So you can see that my long here, even though it was a FOMO trade, it would have played out because we rejected here. We backtested this strong level and we claimed the previous day equilibrium. We claimed the overnight high. We backtested the 24 EMA and the New York view up. So this is strong confluence and we're just pushing higher. And if you're going to ask me, I think now, based on what I'm seeing, that we're going to hit the previous day point of control. And I'm not going to take any FOMO longs, but yeah, that's trading. We need to trade with a proper stop loss because trading without a stop loss is just gambling, and trading based on what you think the market is going to do. And most of the times, or more often than not, I just get burnt when I trade like that. So yeah. So yeah, you can see Muff here saying 8 winner. So I think he's talking about this trade. Another trader from our group, Austin, he took this trade here. You can see the backtest of the 24 or the New York view up, I think this is. And yeah, he took 2 positions here and he closed it here. Really good. Yeah, a lot of people are seeing the same trades in the same area in the chart, so that's good. I took it too, but I closed it way too early for this bounce. I just took it, and in my mind, I just wanted to see my $200, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that, even though the trade was a 300 tick move, and that's a lot of money. Yeah, look at this 5-minute chart, both of them. You see any weakness in here? So don't think about shorting when you see this on the chart. Yeah, so a lot of people that trade ICT, for example, might see this 30-minute fair value gap here on ES and might think, yeah, this is a great place for a short, or this one here on NQ, this is a great place for a short. But no, bro, that's really not a good place for a short. When the trend is up, you have to listen to what the market is saying and just like take its word for it, because yeah, if you're interested in learning more about trending with the trend, there's a really big trader from SMB Capital. His name is Lance Breitstein. Sorry if I butchered his name there, but yeah, he's talking about finding confluences about trend days and just looking at them when price is communicating something with you and trending with the trend as opposed to against it. So yeah, right now on ES, we're rejecting from the selling imbalances here, and we're approaching, if we're going to get into the ATMA, this might be a nice continuation long here, and on the NQ as well. So let's see if I'm going to get this trade. We're looking at delta here, quite big delta into the level 200. ES just now tested the ATMA. Let's see if it's bouncing. 20 seconds until the candle closes. Yeah, I like to see a trade opportunity when we're 5 seconds before the candle closes, because I like to wait for a candle close above the level and then enter. But you can see that we're being bought back up quite nicely. But yeah, that's why you wait for a candle close, because now we're just closing the 1 minute candle below the level and we're just seeing a lot of positive delta. ES closed above the ATMA, just going with strength here, placing my stop below the low, but this is a wide stop. Also, this might be a loser of a trade. Let's see if I lose it or win it.
Cancel.
Going to place my take profit a bit higher.
Cancelled.
To be a one-to-one trade. This is quite aggressive. I'm not really liking this trade, but it's playing out. I was a little bit in profit at this point, but let's see how this 1 minute candle closes.
Fair. When I cancelled.
This is bad risk management. I made $100, but it's bad risk management because my stop was so far away. And yeah, had I let the trade play out, it would have played out and I would have made more money. But my stop was really far away for my liking, and I wasn't confident with losing all of the profits I created for today. So I had $300 and this trade would have wiped me clean out. So that's why I closed the trade a little bit in profit. You see that I would have been filled here on this take profit, but yeah, man, it was just one of those trades where risk management wasn't on point. I should have entered with 3 micros or something like that. I would have hit my TP front running the local high here. And yeah, ES just didn't make a new high, and now we're seeing bearish momentum on delta and price just pushing lower. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This pullback might have happened in this candle, and I would have just got stopped out so quickly, so easily, because also Jerome Powell is speaking and one bad look or word from him, and yeah, market is just dropping insanely. So at this point, I'm pleased with my $100 take profit. And another thought that I have in my mind is just being afraid and not letting the trade play out. But yeah, I wasn't comfortable with losing $400 or even more, I think. No, it's $400. I wasn't comfortable with losing all of the money I made today. So that's why I just closed the trade. The trade was aggressive, a really aggressive trade. And there's no point in being so aggressive when I'm ahead. Yeah, when I'm ahead, I should just like protect my wins. And we're backtesting this area again right now. Look at ES, look at NQ. 300 negative delta, bought back and closing the candle on positive delta. Let's see if we're going to get another push down. I might take another trade here. But yeah, it's still a long way. The invalidation is too high for me at this point. ES is just like... yeah, this is 150 ticks invalidation with 1 mini. This is a lot of money, man. It's losing all of I made and some. So I'm not too keen on taking such a trade here. even though we had like a quick 40 tick reaction, yeah, there's no point in risking while I'm ahead. Yeah, volatility, man. You need to have the appropriate risk to trade this type of volatility. We're talking about 150 ticks. And yeah, this candle had what? 300 ticks, almost 300 ticks, 270 ticks. Yeah, that's $1,800 or $1,200. Yeah, $1,200 more than, yeah, that's like $1,400. I might be wrong on that calculation, so don't take my word for it. I'm just talking as I think. But this trade could have been a nice. Had I been aggressive here, the invalidation still would have been above 40 ticks. So yeah, my risk position has to be different when trading this type of volatility. So a bigger stop loss, a lower position size, that's the trading environment for this type of volatility. So 10 minutes till IB is formed, initial balance that is, and we're going to see that here on the TPO, the open was here, we went higher, we went lower, we went higher. Yeah, so we went lower and then higher. You can see that here, lower and then higher. Now we're back testing the claimed previous day equilibrium, and we're finding some resistance here at the cross between the EMAs. So yeah, not in a rush to take any trades. That's how I lose money. And now that I'm commentating live my analysis, it's much easier to just lay back, sit back, and be a good example for anyone who's watching. Because yeah, I made 400. It's in a year, if I make 400 a day, that's 100K. So you saw that I didn't struggle too much to make this money, and it's more important to not lose money in trading rather than win it. Because I could have taken that trade, right? But had I had the inappropriate position size, I would have just lost due to volatility. And yeah, there's no point in me risking trades like this. Yeah, guys, so check this out. Look at the ES, the first backtest of New York Open. New York VWAP, sorry, not New York Open, the New York VWAP here was a lovely trade. So long anywhere here, stop above the lows, 9 ticks, 10 ticks stop loss, and then you could have targeted even here 45 ticks on ES. That's bang. Imagine getting that with 2 or 3 contracts on a 10 tick stop loss. That's $300 risk for $1,000-something one. Is it more? Well, yeah, I think it's more than $1,000. I think it's 1.6 or something like that. That's an insane trade. That's an insane trade. Easy trade, easy money. So we hit the previous day point of control, not here where I wanted. Yeah, we went lower, we backtested the New York VWAP, the previous day equilibrium, the overnight high, and then we saw the bounce. We had to claim this EMAs, and yeah, since we claimed it, it's been only up. So nice trading day again, but yeah, to take advantage of this, you have to benefit from a mental fortitude to not be, to be able to trade for long hours, right? And that's just something that comes with time and screen time and just like spending time taking trades and being exposed. Because believe me, guys, like I took 3 trades and I am exhausted. Like already I am exhausted. It's been only 1 hour since I've been in front of the computer, because I've only been in front of the computer for 1.5 hours. Yeah, 1.5 hours. And I prepared for half an hour, not even half an hour. I prepared for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I started trading the NY Open, and yeah, made 400 pretty fast, pretty quick, and yeah. But yeah, as I said, I'm exhausted. So doing this and taking 20, 30 good trades, no FOMO trades, no rushing anything, man, that's just eating away at you. That's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But I guess it's just like going to the gym. You're not going to bench press 150 kgs the first time you go. You're going to break your neck. So that's the same thing that's going to happen trying to trade like that. And for that amount of time or do that amount of trades, you're just going to break your wallet. So ES is backtesting the ATMA here after this impulsive move. Yeah, I don't like the 5-minute candles. I don't like the 5-minute candles here. We had this impulsive 5-minute candle, and I would have gotten in here on the retrace of this candle. But yeah, this wasn't, I think, any touch of a level. And now, yeah, we rejected from the previous day point of control in confluence with the time point of control on TPO. Let's see if I can show you that. Here is the time POC. Oh, wow, we can't see it here. Is it this one? No. But yeah, I can show it to you on here. I think it's dependent on the tick size. But yeah, the time POC is here at 19,914. And the previous day point of control is a bit lower, right here. So in this area, there's resistance. And we're seeing that now. Let's see if we change market structure. If we take this slow, and also delta is going down, ES is also losing the ATMA or not. Let's see. Yeah, we just did. I'm not going to long the 24 EMA because usually when we lose the ATMA like this, we're going to see continuation. Look at the delta. We're just going further down and further down. I learned this lesson the hard way because I used to long the first touches after we test the ATMA and we don't see like a big reaction and a continuation, and we straight ahead test the 24 EMA in a couple of candles afterwards. That's just going to mean that we're going lower. Could have taken this short here, though on the 24 EMA, it's a 30 tick stop loss. ES still has a fight with the point of control of the previous week here. So yeah, not quite sure of any trades at this point. So I'm just going to watch. We're seeing some bullish momentum here from negative 77 to positive delta. But yeah, I think we're just going lower. Let's see. Again, negative delta came in quite strongly here. I might just entertain a short. Yeah, no, thank you. We saw a big buyback of negative 100 delta. We closed the candle on almost zero. So 100 positive delta just came in and they bought it back right here in the top of the candle. So yeah, when you're in an area on the chart where both a long and a short trade are doable, it's best not to take the trade because yeah, that's just bad trading. In my opinion, when you see a clear long trade with no possibility of a short trade, or you wouldn't entertain a short trade in that area on the chart, yeah, then that's a more probable trade. So you can see, had I taken this trade here, I would have taken profit, but still, we wouldn't see a move above the previous day point of control. And I think we're just going to push lower from here. But yeah, we might just chop, or who knows. Yeah, look at the short trade playing out. So those are the mixed signals that I'm talking about, which burned me previous times in the past. So that's why I know not to take a trade here, or I know not to long here, but I was thinking about shorting here. But then again, look at the delta. So yeah, positive candle, negative delta, big week up, negative delta, and the next candle, boom, minus 100, minus 300 delta, right? So we also have a discount, a promotion on Apex, 80% off, 40% $40 resets, 1 day to pass, and 85 lifetime fees. You can see that on screen at the moment. We got the email, I think somewhere around last night. Yesterday. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, you can use my code. I saw plenty of you guys using my code, so thanks a lot for that. It means a lot to me. Every day I get a couple of new referrals or commissions from the referrals. And yeah, those are adding up pretty quickly. Every 50K account that you buy, I'm getting $5. So thanks a lot for supporting me. And if you want to support me, you can find the code in the description. Just checking if they repaired the single prints here on the 30-minute chart on the volume profile. Yeah, so you can see it on screen. They didn't repair them. They're still clunked up together like this. Too bad, man. No, I heard a lot of people say mixed stuff about Quantower. I know Igor is praising it, but I got plenty of DMs and I saw people in the chat saying that they don't quite like how Quantower is working for them. And yeah, I like Atas. We didn't have that many problems with Atas, or at least I didn't. I know a lot of people that did have problems with Atas, but I paid the lifetime subscription for Atas, and I don't want to pay another lifetime subscription for Quantower. But yeah, I heard Quantower is a bit laggy and not quite smooth as Atas is, but I'm not sure. Can't say it because I didn't try it. So right now, I'm not looking at this long trade. Why? Because we breached the CVD line here and delta is negative, and you can see that we're just pushing lower and lower. And yeah, even though we had a slowdown in delta, you can see that we're not done selling off. So that's why I'm not looking for a trade here. When you breach the CVD line and you hit the level, you have to be careful because you might just get caught on the wrong side of the trade. So yeah, even though we had 2 1-minute candle closes above the level, yeah, that's why I didn't take the trade here. Yeah, so actually I even forgot about this. We closed the 30-minute candle inside previous day point of control or below it and not above, and that's why we're seeing this move push down towards the next PD, previous day price action level. So that's the previous day equilibrium. We're one time framing on the 5 minute. So we closed the 1 minute candle below the. Yeah, I have different tick sizes on this chart. This chart is 4 ticks and this chart is 1 tick. So on the 5 minute I use 1 tick and on the 30 minute I use 4 ticks. And yeah, I know other people are using different tick sizes, but yeah, look, the previous day point of control is here, but the line is just not extended. So yeah, we're still chopping around here, the New York view up, not any trade that I want to take. I'm thinking of closing or ending the day here, even though I didn't take any trades on my second account, on my second evaluation. That's sitting well in profit at 51,460. So yeah, I'm not in a rush to make money on that. But yeah, I'm thinking of wrapping it up for the week. I'm in profit. I'm gonna end the week in profit, and yeah, that's more that I can think of and hope for. So that's a good place to end things on a positive note before I give anything back to the market. I like the trading day today, and yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next segment reviewing my trades on TradeZilla. Okay, so for the TradeZilla part of this video, I'm going to go over it pretty quickly and briefly. You can see the first trade was a New York Open and a 50 SMA trade. 1 minute candle close was the confirmation, ES, confluence, and delta reaction. Usually the first back test of the New York Open gives a nice reaction. The only problem is that I took profit too early. And yeah, I could have left the runner here had I used micros, took half of the positions at 40 ticks and the other half leave a runner. But yeah, I am strongly considering trading with micros because this second trade I took was a previous day equilibrium 24 EMA overnight high bounce and the developing value area high. All of these levels were in the same area in the chart. Delta reaction with the trend. Yeah, we saw the confirmation based on the delta reaction. 300 positive delta bought back quite quickly. The only problem is that I took profit too early and the trade continued in my desired direction for another 300 ticks or more. So yeah, that's the problem. I could have used micros, took half of the positions and leave half as a runner. Yeah. So the last trade, again, 8 EMA with the local trend, momentum, delta reaction, 1 time frame. The confirmation was again the delta reaction. And again, wrong position size. I was oversized and bad risk management. My position was way bigger than intended. So yeah, this was the TradeZilla part. What I can say about me doing this new format of video is that Rivalry was right. It's definitely helping me not tilt, because I hold myself accountable when I talk out loud and I see price action and I commentate it and I put my thoughts into reality, and I choose to focus on the technical analysis part of trading instead of emotions and wants and needs and fears. So yeah, for anyone struggling with what I've been struggling, this is the tip that I have for you. Do focus on talking out loud, recording yourself, and doing what you see me doing. I've been really happy with my progress in the past couple of days. And yeah, I'm going to continue this new format style of video recording. And that's it from me. Pretty happy with the week. Let's look at TradeZilla once again. So you can see that I had more green days this week than red days, and I only took 3 trades today. I'm pretty happy about that. So all winners. I should have left runners or use appropriate position size for this volatility, and I could have made more money even with micros. But yeah, that's something that I will need to change moving forward, because it's just a pity not taking advantage of this volatility. And yeah, this is a part of trading that needs to happen, because yeah, it's more advantageous to trade lower positions and take partial profits along the way. And yeah, just let the trade run, because the volatility allows it. So why not? I had good entries. I saw where I could have been wrong. And yeah, that's it from me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you don't mind the long format now. It's way over 50 minutes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next week. Peace out. Have a good one.